Be completely pointless to say anything without praising Miss Jessica Auguste's very beautiful and interpretive dance performance in Shadow. Also, necessary to mention Gabrielle Oliveira Falcao's exquisite music, which I think accompanied her movements quite poetically and poignantly. The movement and power of the camera and the dancing working together is what makes this story work. It is an elaborate perspective of a woman dancing with her own shadow as personified through her own looser state of grace. To me, the most solid moment of this this story as a film is that no pun intended pivotal moment when she aims and pivots and the camera is directly centered right on her shoes. And I love that moment when she instantly becomes her shadow. And from then on, it just becomes a very enjoyable and satisfying picture to watch.
It was such a gorgeous, gorgeous film to watch. The dancing was so effervescent. She was fluid and graceful and beautiful and emotional without having to say anything at all. And I could see the shadow side just expressing itself and doing all of these beautiful dances, and then going up to the window and just wanting, to me, it looked like just wanting to be free. And watching the shadow side dancing was so beautiful because you're in this sun-filled, flooded room, and at times it was just a silhouette, against this beautiful, huge window. It was just so calming and pleasing to watch.
And it's an evocative piece. It starts with a woman looking out a crack in the window. She's a gorgeous black woman, and she's wearing sort of street clothes, and she's looking out this small crack at a window, and the light on her face is gorgeous, and you can see a lot of shadow behind her, so hence the title. But then suddenly she is in her dance clothes and the window is wide open, and now you see her profile as she does some gorgeous dance moves. She's very, very flexible, and her face is so determined when she does the work. And then occasionally you're back at the window again when she's just gazing out sort of longingly in her street clothes, and then back to the dance number. And it's extremely well done. And I love how the top of the piece has the sort of honking and street noise. And then when she's in the dance, it's suddenly this cello and evocative music. And then she's back to the window again with the street noise. So she's obviously yearning for something out that window, but the dancing gives her life and determination. It is a gorgeous film. Well done.
The naming of the piece is very interesting because I felt anything but the shadows. I just felt the warmth of this very welcoming movement. I loved the sun-flooded space, and it acted like a spotlight in this unlikely location for dancing. I thought the dancing was excellent and just flowed so beautifully. Overall, it was a really lovely piece.
Beautifully executed as far as the dancing goes. It is emotional, it is authentic and genuine in the execution of the movements. And I think the last image is really the most striking and really brings forth the title of the piece. The dancer looking through what is a very narrow and small window that itself is obstructed with things in itself, and looking through it and looking into the light of day that is on the other side really brings forth the idea of freedom. Being able to find it even when so much is blocking it out. When this is an industrial space that this piece is set in, and even despite all of that around, to still be able to see the light peeking through, I thought really brought home the title.
There were so many things that I absolutely loved about this. I thought it was beautiful and so elegantly danced, and the movement was it was just pretty and very enjoyable to watch. But also I loved the kind of jumping back and forth from the opening shot where she's kind of like in more relaxed clothes like jeans and a blouse and tennis shoes, to the scenes in the shots when she's dancing in kind of the all black outfit. And the cuts in between are fantastic, I thought, and also the amount of emotion that she portrays is so well done, which isn't always easy to portray. I also loved how they framed the shots with her being in front of windows in both. And in the first one, the opening shot, she is like, the window is so much smaller and she is quite literally hiding in the shadows. And then when she's dancing, the window is huge and there's a lot more light. I loved so much about this.